What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Hey, you guys. Hey, my bad, y'all. I did not finish setting this live up. So let me finish setting the live up. Let me say hi to the people, and then I'm gonna finish setting this live up. Hey, Corey. Hey, Layla. Lemon Kush. Layla said, "Yes, really be." I saw it on video this morning. I think she was nervous and afraid. Thank God for her family and her moral support. I didn't see if it was a girl or a boy. They turned the camera off. It's a boy. She just shown the picture of the baby now. Hey, Amber, Marnie, Morgan. Hey, Vovo, Marley, Michelle. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Brandon, Majani. Did I say that right? Hey, Cherise, Belize. Hey, Xavier. C. Golden. Lovely 31. Thank you, everybody, for the congratulations. Hey, Reboot, Miss Baything, Keisha, Nico, Montrez. Hey, everybody coming in. Let me finish. Doing what I need to do over on the YouTube side. Um, I ain't put the thumbnail up. I ain't do nothing. I was on the phone, child, and I forgot. I got the run in my mouth. So hi everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Child, we were over on the Whether You Like It or Not panel last night. We had ourselves a good time. I know that I did not go live yesterday. It just wasn't really nothing to talk about. I did I was gonna go live. I actually sat down at the computer, and I scrolled through the blogs, and like other than Chrisean having her baby, it really wasn't nothing I wanted to talk about. And so I said, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and do some reviews until it's time for me to go live, and so that's what I did. And so if you weren't over at the Whether You Like It or Not panel last night, I hit 13K. I was trying to get to 15K by the end of the year. Never say never, so I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna just say, whoo, 2,000 subscribers in what, 4 months, 3 months? That's pushing it. Again, anything could happen. I could hit boom. I could hit a hot story. I could go viral. It could happen. I ain't saying it can't happen. I'm gonna just say, mm. I'm gonna just say, So anyway, but with that being said, it's all good though. We celebrate the small victories over here because y'all know every little step I take, like Bobby Brown over here. So it's always been a slow growing channel, and so I'm just gonna take it however I take it. I'm gonna take it however I take it. All right, so I'm almost done doing what I need to do. Oh, wait a minute, hold on, let me do one more thing and then we're gonna get started. So Chrisean had her baby on live Sunday, I believe it was. So congratulations to her for a healthy baby boy that she named after herself. Chrisean Malone, I believe, is the baby's name. She was surrounded by family and friends. They were praying over her, giving her words of encouragement. And listen, I'm happy for that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy for that. I know everybody here don't feel the way I feel about Chrisean. I get it. And I'm not by any stretch of the imagination saying that this woman is a perfect woman. She's flawed, and she's gonna make a lot more mistakes before she gets it right. Um, sorry, y'all, I'm doing two things at one time. Um, but I'm gonna tell you, I honestly, again, I feel like that woman, she's not a child. I really think I really think that baby saved her life. I really think that baby saved her life. I told you guys a long time ago. If you're new here, I told you guys a long time ago. We had a whole conversation on Blueface and Chrisean. We had a whole quick chat, and I broke down how I felt about Blueface and Chrisean. My My attitude about the two of them has not changed. I honestly felt like we were on a collision course with the tragedy. And that, again, that doesn't mean that she won't go back to that man. That doesn't mean that they won't continue to live in their dysfunction. But the one thing, she said that she basically was getting drunk every day in order to live in that dysfunction. They were abusive to each other, mentally, physically, but in my mind, in my opinion, in my mind, he ultimately was the master manipulator, or is. I ain't gonna say was, is the master manipulator in that relationship. And what I feel, hey Aaron, what's up, boo? Hey, Rainbow. I compared them to Sid and Nancy. You know what? That's a really good. Why does it look so dark? It looks so dark. That's a good comparison. If you guys don't know who Sid and Nancy are, Google it. I agree. And I honestly did not see that ending well. Okay, I'm back. I mean, I'm here, y'all. All right, so I can focus now. Sorry. She did, and that's what I'm saying. I've never given her a pass. I think I just had empathy. I never gave her a pass. I just gave her empathy because listen, let me say this. And I'm telling you what I know. And anybody in here who's been in an abusive relationship, you guys know. I'm telling you what I know. When a man or woman, whoever is the dominant, let me just say that, whoever is the dominant in the relationship, as long as they feel like they can get you back whenever they want you back, that's that comfortable space. When they feel like they've lost you or they have lost control, because it's never about you. Let's be clear. It's the control. That's when it's the most dangerous. And as long as he could pick the phone up or do like this or put a nasty post on social media and get her attention and get her coming back, she was good. And when I say she was good, I mean, y'all know what I'm saying. It was a, I don't want to use the word safe because it wasn't safe, but he was not in danger of going left. What I have noticed over the last couple of months, and if y'all pay attention, every time we have seen Chrisean and Blueface together over the last couple of months, it's been about business. Yes, they were together a few weeks ago at Jason Lee's birthday party. That was business. That was business. Yes, we saw them promoting stuff for Zeus. Baby, that's business. That was business. But what we have seen over the last couple of weeks, hey, Queen Diva, what we've seen over the last couple of weeks is him doing his best to get that woman's attention. He has been posting with his baby mama. He done put out a song with his baby mama. He in the studio with his baby mama. Hell, he said he done spent $30,000 in plastic surgery on his baby mama. And he keeps going live with him and the baby mama, even while that girl was that girl was in labor. He wanted to make sure that y'all knew where he was and what he was doing, right? And I said, that tells me that she is somewhat sticking to her guns. Now, that don't mean she's been perfect, y'all. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying she ain't hung out with him. I ain't saying she ain't talked to him. Hell, she might go see him next week. I ain't saying that. But that tells me that it ain't been as easy to get her to come around as it once was. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And so I'm just going to keep her in prayer. Somebody said I want her to log off. Here's part of the problem, and I agree. I agree she needs to log off. But part of the problem is she makes her money on the internet. Like, I 100% believe that she got paid to stream her birth. I believe she got paid to do that, whether through the monetization of her platform or somebody physically said, I will pay you to stream it. You understand what I'm saying? I believe that she was paid for that. And so I agree. I want her to log off, but I honestly think that that's how she makes her money. So it's a little hard when you make your money by being on the internet. She's not making her accessible as she would. I agree, Fran J. I agree. If she knew the guy I'm messing with is having another child, that's on the way, I would tell him to be at the birth of your child. Right. Well, listen, Jaden, listen, let's be clear. She's a victim of Blueface's misogyny too. She thinks she won, and I don't know why she thinks she won something. Excuse me, y'all. I got these trays in and I feel like I'm lisping. I don't know why she thinks she won something. She didn't win anything, but she thinks she won. Remember, Chrisean used to play that game too. You know, when Blueface was with one, they would post and taunt the other one. They both played that game. And so in her mind, I guess she's on some get back or whatever. But, you know, in her mind, she won the prize, child. He with me now. And that's why he keeps going live talking about something. I'm with my baby mama now. And I've been with her since we were in middle school. And she's the only one that's been down with me. And because let me tell you what's going on. I hate to predict this, y'all, because I don't even want to put this kind of stuff out there. But let me tell you, Blueface has said repeatedly that the only man that girl has ever been with is him, his baby mama, well, his other baby mama now. The day he found out that ain't true, or even the day he stops believing that is true, because it might be true. I don't know that woman's history, but the day that he stops believing that it ain't true, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But congratulations to her. I hope that she continues to move forward in that positive space that she's in. And that's it. That's all. That's all I got. We got a couple of updates on some stories here. We got a couple of we don't care stories and then some other stuff. And then we got some, I think I might have to add a new segment. You fucked around and found out stories. I think I might have to do a couple of those today. I just made that up just now. You fucked around and found out, but I think I might need to add that to the repertoire. Y'all stupid. Not look like a full diaper, and I'm going back to this. Moving on. So we have an update on the Kanye West situation. Listen, now the taxi company down in Italy said that Kanye and his wife are no longer allowed on their businesses and that they are doing a full investigation. Let me say this. Now, let me just say this, okay? Kanye West ain't the first person to get head in one of y'all vehicles. He ain't. He not. Hey, Danny, what's up, boo? So what we not getting ready to do, we not getting ready to sit here and act like he the first person to get it done. Hey, Miss Toby. Hey, Powerful. No. So even though, people can say what they want to say, thinking about his, being behind, sitting up. Hey, Just Peace, sitting up on that thing. At the end of the day, he ain't the first person, okay, to engage in a little bit of activity down to y'all vehicle. Okay, you have a luxury water taxi service. That's just like thinking that people that fly on a private jet ain't never got it in. Hey, Kings Mina, what's up, my love? So so we're not gonna play that game now. Listen, when Kanye do Kanye things, y'all know I get on him, but now Kanye ain't been bothering us. See, y'all get mad when he bothering us, but when he leaving us alone, y'all wanna mess with that man. That man ain't bothered us. Okay, he has been doing wherever he's been doing, wherever he's been doing it at, living his best life with his new wife. Okay, he's not bothering us. And if he want to get a little sloppy toppy down to the water taxi in Italy, that is not my business. But what y'all not gonna do is sit here and act like he the first one to do it. That's what we not gonna do. Now, I hate when y'all make me defend people that I don't want to be defended. But we had him on the permanent. I think he was the first member of the permanent sick and shut-in list. Abby, was he the first member of the permanent sick and shut-in list? Him and R. Kelly just ain't never getting off. Actually, I don't even know if R. Kelly is on that list. Abby, where is the list? Is R. Kelly on the sick and shut-in list? Bars. Yes, Xavier, bars. Toby said, what about the PG cop who allegedly got head in the police car? He ain't the first one. I did see that today, though. I saw that. Listen, y'all think he the first cop to pick up somebody and put him in the back seat? Child. I don't even care. Listen, listen. When I grew up, we ain't fuck with Prince George's County cops and hope they didn't fuck with us. So if he wanna, I'm gonna let him go over there and do what he doing. All right, now, for those of you that are in the Las Vegas area, my people that are in the Las Vegas area, if you want to go check out Erica Jane's new residency down to the Las Vegas Strip, the tickets start at a whopping. Y'all ready? Y'all want to know how much? Y'all want to know how much? Y'all want to know how much? The tickets start at a whopping $7. So y'all can go on down there, pay y'all $7 and let me know how it was. Okay. Now I know when me and Abby went to go see the RuPaul's Drag Race down to the Vegas last year. I know our tickets didn't cost no $7. Child, we paid more for the Uber. We paid more to get from our hotel to the Flamenco in the Uber. Okay. We paid more for the Uber. Xavier, you went to the Beyonce show. I didn't know that. You ain't tell me you went to see Beyonce. You didn't tell me you went to go see Beyonce. I just thought I'd bring that down here for y'all. I just thought I'd let y'all know. In case y'all want to go check out the Erica Jane. Now Kyle, Dorit and Lisa Renner went to the show the other night, child. Abby said the tickets could be free and she not going. I'm not doing this with y'all. So I have an update on that Diddy story that I brought y'all the other day. Remember, everybody been talking about how Diddy gave all his artists, bad boy artists, their publishing back, and I couldn't find no article on it. Remember, I said I don't see no article on this, and until I see the article, this is all allegedly. Okay, listen, I'm going to see LL in October, and I messed up. Abby, I forgot that the Sunday we come back from Dallas is the Sunday I had tickets to see LL. So, baby, I'm going to literally probably be going straight from the airport to the concert, okay? I'd already talked to my sister and her husband, and I was like, look, if y'all pick me up from the airport, we just going to have to go straight from the airport to the concert. The show started at 8. My flight landed at 6. I just hope there's no delay, and I'm not going to check a bag. If they can pick me up from the airport be there at 6 o'clock. We just had to go straight to the concert. And I just had to leave my bag in my sister's car. Because, baby, I'm going to that show. Because that was supposed to be my birthday show. Remember? The show was supposed to be in D.C. on my birthday. And it got pushed back to October. So I'm going to be there now. And like I told my sister, we might be a few minutes late, but we're going to be there. We got good seats. We'll be all right, okay? Get my brother-in-law to drop us off in front of the venue and get him to come back and pick us up. Now, what I'll probably do, though, is just take a Uber home because I live literally in the opposite direction of my sister's house. I'll probably just take an Uber home. So my brother-in-law don't have to take me all the way home and then go all the way back because he's going to probably have my nephew in the car. So I hate, I wouldn't want him to have to do that. I'm sorry you lost your job, so care. And that's my fault, Ed, because when I made the flight reservations, if I had remembered, I just would have took an earlier flight, so I would have made sure I was home in time. But that's my fault. It is what it is, child. Listen, I forgot all about them daggone tickets. Anyway, right, the concert, and that's what I told my sister. I said the concert ain't gonna start at 8:00. Child, when the last time you went to a show that started on time? Okay. I picked up the wrong thing. Now I was getting ready to talk about Diddy. I done went left, child. That show started on time. Damn, see, golden. Shit. All right. Well, like I said, we have a 2-hour window. So if my sister is at the airport as soon as the flight come in, and like I said, I'm not gonna check my bag. I can just walk straight. I ain't going. It ain't an international flight or nothing like that. I can just walk straight out and get in the car. If I can be in the car by 6:30, that give us an hour and a half to get to the venue. And I just have to be dressed for the show. When I get on my plane, I just have to be dressed for the show. It can happen. Like, it's not an impossible thing. It ain't like my flight gets in at 8 and the show starts at 8. Like, my flight gets in at 6 and the show starts at 8. Well, that's the other problem, Phil. I'm now, listen. Let's just say it's going to be tight. Let's just go say it's going to be tight, but we going to get there. It started on time. There are intermissions. Okay, well, listen. I don't even know who opening. So I've seen different people that are opening for the show. I don't even know who opening for the show. So anyway, so Diddy. Okay, let's get back to the Diddy thing. Now, what I have found is that Billboard magazine has stated that Diddy has given his publishing back to some select bad boy artists. He has not given publishing back to everybody. Okay? Abby, I'm wearing some jeans and a LL Cool J t-shirt. That's it. I ain't doing nothing fancy. It's a LL Cool J concert, child. I'm not doing nothing fancy. I ain't got to go find no silver outfits or nothing like that. I'm wearing some jeans, some sneakers, and a LL Cool J t-shirt. Yes, Phil, I'm coming into BWI. Again, I know it's tight. But it's not impossible. It's just tight. Moving on. So with that being said, the article I read, it said Biggie, Faith, Mace. Hold on. According to Billboard, artists like Faith Evans, Mace, The Lox, 112, and the estate of Biggie Smalls have signed agreements to regain their publishing rights. So far, negotiations with some figures are still in progress. And this news comes after Diddy turned down a deal to sell the Bad Boy catalog in May of 2021. So I can appreciate that. Now, I know we give Diddy a lot of shit. Right. It's tight, Phil. Listen, if the flight land on time, I can get there. If my sister is at the airport when I come out and we get in that car and my brother-in-law drives straight from BWI on a Sunday afternoon, it shouldn't really be no traffic. Going into DC, we should make it happen. We should be able to make it happen. But again, like I said, I'm not worried about being a few minutes late. I'm really not. I'm not tripping over being a few minutes late. I'm not going to trip over that. I'm not. But anyway, forget about the concert. Back to this. So with that being said, y'all, I know we give Diddy a lot of shit. And I be the first. Listen, I'm usually right there front and center. And I don't know what his motives are. Let's be clear. I don't know why he has decided to do this. But you know, he didn't change his name to Love. He leading with love. He all about love. You know, all of that. So I'm gonna give him credit. Child, BW Parkway is always a mess. I ain't going down BW Parkway. Anyway, listen, I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know how that works out. I will let y'all know. Y'all know what I did last night? See, this is me going love. Here go my ADHD cutting in. Is he sick? He might be sick. I don't know. I honestly don't know why he's doing it, but I'm glad he is. I'm glad he is. But let me say this, y'all. Y'all know what I did last night. I went into I was laying down to go to sleep last night to get ready to go to work, and stay focused, cookie right. And I went into the tiki-taki. I went over to the tiki-taki. I said, now when I go on TikTok, I had to give myself a time limit. I said, okay, I'm going to give myself 15 minutes to scroll through the tiki-taki, and then I'm going to get on out of the tiki-taki. And as I was scrolling, y'all know what I came across? I came across somebody streaming the Beyoncé concert in LA last night. And I watched some of it. I actually laid there. Unfortunately, when I got there, when they were like I guess they were at an intermission, because Beyonce wasn't on stage. It was just her dancers out there. I guess she was in the back changing. She was doing her wardrobe change. And I said, I gotta let the tribe know that I actually watched some some of the concert last night. Y'all would be surprised at me that I did it. No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that till this morning. Somebody came in the chat and said they were a new subscriber. Hold on, let me scroll back up. I hope everybody welcomed you. Where's the new subscriber? Hold on. Where'd you go, new subscriber? Welcome. I saw it, but I was in the middle of talking and I meant to say hi and I forgot. But welcome. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. My apologies. I did see you drop down. I hope all of y'all welcomed the new subscriber when they dropped down. I'm scrolling back up and I don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't speak to you when you first dropped down, my love. I was in the middle of a thought, child. And yeah, I got to remember, I got to stay on task. So welcome. If you are new here, if today you are new, if you dropped down, my apologies. I wasn't ignoring you. I was just trying to remember my thought. Yeah, no, I'm not joining the hive. I'm not joining the hive. Thank you. I'm not joining the hive. How you, a non-hive, can stumble on a live, but me, a diehard fan, can only get the red pill TikToks. Listen, I promise you. Excuse me. Hold on. Excuse me. I don't know. Somehow I was in the algorithm because I was scrolling and I was like, is this live? And I was like, it was live. Somebody was streaming it live. Mm-hmm. So I watched a little bit of it last night. But no, I didn't see Diana Ross wishing her a happy birthday. Listen, y'all had to know that the LA show was going to be crazy. One, it's LA. And all the celebrities, y'all know that LA was going to be crazy. And two, It was her birthday. Like, y'all had to know that, thank you, that the LA shows were going to be off the hook. Like, y'all had to know that. Maybe Mace was like, let me pull out my old phone. Maybe Mace was like, hold on, let me pull out my old sidekick and see what old text messages. You know what I'm saying? Lord, not I cried during her speech. Y'all, Lord, y'all love that woman. I ain't lying. Y'all love that woman, child. Is that where the tour ends? Does the tour end in Houston? I'm sure Meg is going to come out there. I'm pretty certain if Meg is in Houston, Meg is coming out there. You know, Meg and Cardi are dropping a new song. I think this week, later on this week, they're dropping a new single. They said it's basically WAP Part 2. I said, okay, then. Okay, WAP Part 2. All right, so that's the Diddy update. Now, the rapper Gunplay update. Did y'all see that video that his wife posted on it ends in Kansas City? Okay. Did y'all see that video that his wife posted that showed him beating up the TV? Good job, Tracy. Good for you. Yeah. So the man was drunk. And he's mad because he was saying so you burnt my stuff. So you got rid of my, no, he didn't say burn. He said, so you got rid of my stuff. So I feel like, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I feel like maybe the wife is playing with us a little bit. And let me tell you why. Because he was upset because he was accusing her of doing something to his stuff. Right? Now, granted, yes, he was drunk. Or he was on something else. Okay. She never said no. She got rid of his stuff. Oh, then never mind. Forget everything I was getting ready to say. I thought he was saying like his clothes, his stuff. Oh, she was talking about his stuff. Oh, never mind. Forget everything I was getting ready to say. Bloop, 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 bloop. See, that's why I like talking to the tribe. Because my brain didn't even go there. My brain went to physical stuff like his clothes and shoes. Oh, she got rid of his stuff. Got you. Okay. Never mind. Okay. So let me finish my story. Okay. Okay. So he proceeds to take a frying pan and beat that TV. I have seen a broken flat screen, but I have never in my life seen nobody beat a TV like that. Y'all, the next day, the whole screen was just gone. He beat that thing down to the cardboard. I didn't even know it was a cardboard inside of a flat screen TV. He beat that thing down to the cardboard. Well, it looked like cardboard. I don't know what the hell it was. And here's where I still got an issue with the wife now. And here's my issue with the wife. Girl, you was there the next morning when he woke up and y'all laughing about it? She talking about something, so can I get a new TV now? You gonna give me my new TV now? Baby, see, that's what me and my baby are gone. That's what me and my baby are gone. And I know it's always easier. I know it's always easier said than done. I know it's always, I am not judging a woman or man in an abusive relationship and when they choose to leave. I'm not. Because I know it's easier said than done. Y'all know I try my best not to blame. But baby, ma'am, why are y'all laughing the next day? She talking about something, and she even got captions talking about something. And after he done sobered up, baby, I'm taking pictures of that TV. That is going to be Exhibit A. But did you hear her say that when he picked up the pot? She even said, "You getting ready to hit me?" He said, "No, I ain't about to hit you." You said that too casual. I feel like that was too casual for me. That was too casual for me. You get ready to hit me? That was too casual for me. I wish a Negro would pick up a frying pan while we're in the middle of an argument, because that I would feel threatened. I would feel threatened. Right. She was recording it, and that's why he didn't hit her. I'm with you, So Jeff. Allegedly. That's how I feel. That's my opinion. Now, Phil, I saw that little comment you left. Phil talking about some what did he say? Let me scroll back up. Phil, y'all got Phil in on this kingpin stuff, talking about some I should know about what he talking about because of the kingpin. Now let me say this. I keep telling y'all I wasn't with no kingpins, okay? But if I was ever dating a kingpin, he's selling, not using. So I don't know. He's selling it, he ain't using it. Biggie told you in the 10 crack commandments, never get high on your own supply. Okay? Now I don't be messing with that's y'all that done decided that I'll be messing with I don't mess with the kingpins. Excuse me. Exactly, Abby. Okay? Thank you, Yana. Yana been a member for 28 months. Yes, but you know, Yana been a day one, honey. Yana been one of my day ones. Yes, my love. Thank you. And thank you so much for that. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Now, I ain't saying I did or I do. Or no, I definitely don't do. But I ain't saying what I did or didn't do. I'm just saying if I did. Never get high on your own supply. Biggie told y'all that. Moving on. Don't do me self-care. I ain't fooling with y'all. People say, you know, don't do that. Don't do that. You know, really, I know really be like them bad boys. Moving on, next story. I don't even know where so I just had to give y'all the update on that, child. Girl, just go forth and prosper. Now listen, y'all. Y'all ain't got me. Y'all done got me watching these Real Housewives of New Jersey. Okay. Y'all done got me watching the going back to the beginning and watching these Real Housewives in New Jersey. Okay. And y'all been giving me little tidbits and little updates. But let me tell y'all what y'all did not tell me. Why y'all ain't tell me that Dina Manzo's ex-husband, who she was married to when she was on the show, is in a whole legal situation? Why y'all don't be telling me these things? What do you mean start from season 3? I started from season 1, Phil. I'm in season 2 right now. Now let me read y'all this article. Dina Manzo has come a long way from her time on the Real Housewives in New Jersey, but the only moves her ex made is behind bars. As it turns out, being in the Manzo family is great as long as you play by their rules. The only rules Dina plays by are her own. So Caroline Manzo, Teresa Giudice, and anyone else who doesn't like it can kick rocks. That includes her former husband, Thomas Manzo. Now it seems that Tommy, 2 hits, why they call this man Tommy 2 hits, is seeking a plea deal after an especially violent attack on Dina and her new husband. So the ex-husband who she was married to when she was on the show. Tommy stands accused of hiring someone to locate David Canton and gift him a permanent facial scar for dating Dina when they broke up in 2012. Tommy was arrested for the May 2017 home invasion when Dina's man was beaten with a baseball bat. Poor Dina was robbed of a $60,000 diamond ring. In exchange for roughing up Dina and David, John Perna, was offered some discounts at the brownstone. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me? Wait a minute. You mean to tell me? Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that this man, paid a hitman to beat up his ex-wife's now husband and rob the ex-wife, and you paid him with discounts from the brownstone? Now, for those who don't know what the brownstone is, y'all, the brownstone is an events venue that the family owns, well, that Carolyn and her family own. What you gave that man a discount on his next on his wedding? Like, what do you mean discounts? How you giving out discounts to the event center? Child, I ain't never in my life. Y'all, I am stuck on that. It looks like he's going to get a plea deal. Discounts at the I'm still stuck there. Federal charges against the man Caroline wrote a character letter for might be resolved in the near future. Tommy waived his right to a quick case regarding the brutal attack and was allegedly carried out by John of the Cheesy family. Not the mafia. Not the mafia. Plea negotiations are anticipated in both the United States, and the defendant desire additional time to negotiate a plea agreement, which would render any grand jury proceedings and any subsequent trial of this matter unnecessary. This is according to an order from August the 17th per Newark federal judge Kevin McNulty. This will be the 6th time Tommy has put off the trial. However, it's the first time a plea deal was either mentioned or offered. Additionally, Tommy hired a new attorney, blah, 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 blah. Tommy has until November the 17th to make the agreement with prosecution. He faces 43 years if convicted. Y'all. Well, I knew they allegedly had the mafia ties. I did know that. Y'all told me that. So the guy that Dina was okay. So for those who don't know what I'm talking about, down to the Real Housewives of New Jersey, the first couple of seasons, the Manzo family were really supposed to be the stars of the show. Teresa Giudice came in, took over, but they were really supposed to be the stars of the show. It was a family. Dina and Caroline were real life sisters who were married to brothers, right? They were a family of like 11. It's like 11 brothers and sisters, and they're real life sisters who were married to brothers. Well, and the family business was the brownstone. All right. Dina did the events coordinating, blah, 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 blah. Like each person in the family did something with the damn, with the brownstone. So it sounds like at some point in time, Dina and the husband, the brother, have divorced. And she got up with somebody else. And he didn't put out a hit on her now. Child. A mess. That's a whole mess. Y'all ain't, I know I said no spoilers, but y'all ain't even tell me. Her daughter might have been home. Oh, I hope not. I liked her daughter. Child, a mess. Well, that's the update on that. I saw that. I was scrolling. I said, wait a minute. And I probably had heard about that story, but because I'm just starting to watch, I probably kept going because it didn't mean nothing to me. Wait a minute, hold on. See Golden, hold on. Oh, he treated her like poo. Their daddy was found in a car. Yeah, I remember that. Yep. Oh, those cats were ugly. Oh, I couldn't stand them. Okay. All right. Now, we talked about this last night on the Whether You Like It or Not panel, but Ralph and Drew are arguing down to the Twitter child. And Drew and Ralph is starting to put their business out there. So Drew says, shout out to the 200 people in the room. Please hit that like button if you haven't done so. I appreciate you so much. Drew says, I must always protect and stand for my children against this type of evil. I gave him the opportunity to shut this unverifiable fake cousin down for her disgusting comments made concerning my son. However, he refused to do so, and it breaks my heart. She meant to be nasty and rude, making comments and dragging my child into this. Kids are always off limits. That's it. That's all. We're done. So Ralph's response was, it's time to speak truth, so let's be real. You expect me to pay child support when he has a father that wants to play an active role in his life, but you won't let him. Your adoption request was only a money grab and control. Since the age of 3, I stepped up to fill the gap as a man and unconditionally provided for him from, well, I think he meant to say provided for him from the heart without expectations. I will continue being there, but you're not going to take advantage of me or use this show to get your way. I understand playing the battered victim role earns you sympathy on this platform, but you will respect me as a father. I love all my kids and have given them the world, including you. It's about them now. Ralph, you do realize you contradicted yourself all up and through here, right? You do realize you contradicted yourself all up and through here, right? Because you say you expect me to pay child support when he has a father that wants to play an active role in his life. But then you scroll down and it says, since the age of 3, I stepped up to fill the gap as a man. The gap left by his daddy, that gap. And unconditionally provided from my heart without expectations. I will continue being there, sir. 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 You understand what you just said? Then you talk about a money grab. Weren't you the one writing a book on being a stepdaddy? Weren't you the one writing a whole book? I mean, child, I can't with neither one of them. Both of y'all are just stupid. Both of y'all are just stupid. You said his daddy was in jail at the time. His daddy might have been in jail at the time, but he'd been out of jail. Anyway, I just had to bring y'all the update on the Drew thing because, child, I'm sick of both of them, honestly. I'm just sick of both of their asses. It's on Amazon. He changed the name of the book. Speaking of money grabs, let me read this to y'all. Let me read y'all this story. Since we're talking about money grabs, let me read y'all this, child. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, Lord. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to find it. Now I'm gonna just read y'all this article, and I'm gonna let y'all. We'll discuss. I'll see how y'all feel about it. Okay. According to Radar Online, director John Singleton's mother recently won a court order against his daughter, who was attempting to continue receiving financial support for school. Excuse me, y'all. Although she's already graduated. As we covered a few years ago, one of John Singleton's daughters, Cleopatra, was granted nearly $3,000 in a monthly allowance from the producer's estate, excuse me, y'all, to support her scholastic efforts. The baby boy creator transitioned from life in April that year after succumbing to complications from a stroke. In his will, Singleton reportedly left each of his 7 children 1/7 interest in his estate and named his mother as controller. However, after Ward repeatedly denied Cleopatra and her mother's request to be paid $1 million from the estate, which they claimed to be owed, the celebrity kid successfully motioned a court judge to grant a monthly allowance as she was a full-time college student at the time. Now it's reported that Ward claimed in a recent court update about the estate that Cleopatra is no longer in school and asked the judge to end her monthly stipend. Reportedly, Ward wrote in a legal document that her granddaughter graduated from Xavier University in May of 2021, but has still been receiving the $2,700 a month for school expenses. She reportedly asked that Cleopatra's final payout be reduced by the amount she was paid after her graduation date. The court judge ultimately sided with Ward on the matter, but the ruling wasn't given without a fight. Cleopatra reportedly motioned for her grandmother's request to be denied, along with the entire estate update. She reportedly claimed that Ward hasn't given the court an accurate has given the court inaccurate information, arguing that she's still taking online classes and that her grandmother failed to report certain transactions that took place. Additionally, Cleopatra argued the motion should be denied because of her mother's ongoing lawsuit against Ward and Singleton's estate. So here's what it sounds like. Sounds like John Singleton. Thank you, Mia. Thank you, my love. It sounds like in John Singleton's will, he left his kids 1/7 of his estate, but there was probably certain conditions on getting that money. Either she had to be a certain age, or maybe she had to finish college or something, right? It doesn't sound like she automatically just got that payout. There had to be something in there. It sounds like, hey, Treasure Lane. It sounds like, oh, look what I have on, Treasure Lane. Look what I got on today. I got on my Shay Treasure t-shirt, honey. It sounds like the daughter and her mom wanted a lump sum payout a couple of years ago. And the grandmother fought it. The judge agreed to allow her to access part of her inheritance in the form of a monthly stipend while she was in school. Why is that weird? I don't think that's weird at all, Xavier. The girl graduated from college in 2021, but was still getting her stipend. So the grandmother is saying, I want the stipend to end because the stipend was contingent on her being in school. She graduated, so the stipend should end, and the money that she's been getting should be subtracted from the inheritance that she is going to get. Here's what I see people in the chat. I don't think it's weird that he made his mother his executor. I don't even think it's weird that his mother is enforcing his will, because it sounds like his mother is just enforcing the will. The man has 7 children. And it sounds like, again, there's a stipulation. Like here's the thing. And a lot of these, yes, the grandmother is John Singleton's mother. A lot of these wills, especially when you're getting lump sums like that, they're making the payout older and older now. So it sounds like maybe, I don't know this to be a fact, but the fact that she hasn't gotten that money yet and she's over the age of 18, it says to me that there's some sort of stipulation involved. Whether it's maybe she has to be 25, maybe she has to be 30, maybe she has to have a degree. Like people can put all kinds of stipulations in their will. And what it sounds like, and I do remember that happening, the mother of the daughter of Cleopatra, they took her to court to get the money sooner. They took the mother to court to get her payout sooner. And it sounded like the judge split the baby. And what I mean by that is the judge said, okay, I'm not going to give you your full payout yet. What I will do is I will allow you to take a stipend out of your payout while you're in school, since you do not have any other form of income. I will allow that to happen. They said it was for child support. Oh, well, and if it was for child support, because again, let me say that. Again, nowadays, child support can be extended while the child is in college. I know that happened to a family member of mine. It had to be paid through college. But the minute, the day, the month that child graduated, that's a wrap. And a lot of times, again, you got to be specific. Does it say as long as you're in college, or does it say upon the completion of an undergraduate degree? See, again, two different things. If it was upon the completion of an undergraduate degree, then that's it. That's a wrap. Does it say he owed back child support or just child support? See, I'd have to go back to the original petition. I mean, is it back child support or just support? Oh, thank you, Cross Country Cruiser. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you for the cash app. John Singleton. Because again, is it back child support? Because that's a whole nother conversation. Okay. If this is child support, then the child support probably was supposed to end when she graduated. So the mama is not doing anything wrong, but enforcing enforcing the rule. You know what I'm saying? You know, and let's be clear. I mean, John Singleton had 7 kids, so you know it could be back child support. I mean, yeah, just because he's rich don't mean he paid his child support. But I can't say he didn't either. I can't say for certain. But based on what I know, well, I'm gonna say this based on what I have read, I don't feel like the grandmother's wrong. I don't feel like the grandmother's wrong based on what I read. But that's just my 2 cents. And my divorce is set until the child completes college, right? And y'all might want to be a little more specific even in that. Okay. Is today your birthday, Danny? I'm sorry if I missed it. Right. If it said to the completion of college, then that's it. That's a wrap. It's no different than if somebody's on child support till they're 18, baby. At the day you turn 18, that's it. That's a wrap. It ain't 18 in 2 months. It ain't 18 in 6 months. And if she graduated in May of 2021, oh, y'all, I'm sorry, Danny. Today is Danny's birthday. Y'all know that's my mod. Happy birthday, Danny. If you want to put your Cash App in the chat, and if anybody wants to bless Danny for her birthday, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, that's my little sister. Y'all know I'm terrible with birthdays. I'm so sorry. You're not on my birthday calendar, Danny. It ain't pop up this morning. I'm sorry. Well, y'all could go to Danny's Etsy store and buy something for her birthday. Y'all know Danny makes stuff. What's her? Hey, Danny, drop your Etsy link in before you leave. Drop your Etsy link. Y'all know that's where you can find your Really Be merch, your Really Be t-shirts and mugs and tumblers are down to the Danny store. My bad. All right, so yeah, I mean that's just my opinion, y'all. You know, again, everybody feel how they feel. I don't feel like the mama wrong, and it sounds like the girl graduated almost 2 years ago. Well, no, not I'm exaggerating. Over a year ago. It was a year in May. So she's been getting that money for a year longer than she was supposed to. If the daughter is taking classes, she still needs a stipend. No. If she graduated in May, then that means she's working on another degree. See, here's the thing. Again, y'all, I need us to separate our emotions from what the law says. If the law says that she's supposed to get that money. There's Danny's Etsy store, you guys. Y'all check out Danny's Etsy store and buy something from the Etsy store if you want to. Emotionally, do we know that college students need money? Sure. Do we know that $2,700 a month? That ain't shit. I get it. I know. I got it. I'm not stupid. I'm with that, right? But if the law said, if the law said $2,700 a month till she graduated from college, then that's what it is. And maybe, just maybe, just maybe, if you hadn't took her ass to court, maybe she would have been willing to work with you a little bit. I don't know. Exactly. Court orders are what they are. Right. Or you can order a book from Danny's Amazon store. Y'all know she's got the self-care book, the coloring book, the journal. Y'all know y'all can bless Danny if y'all want to for her birthday that way as well. Exactly. I am Diva Nicole. I mean, conceivably, you could just keep enrolling and you could become a professional student. I mean, again, $2,700 a month really ain't nothing. But conceivably, that's what you could do, right? We talk about John Singleton's mother. But anyway, so that's just that. All right. Jocelyn Hernandez, they did an interview with the Carlos King down to the YouTube. Now, I wasn't going to do a full review because y'all know Jocelyn just be doing a lot for me. However, it's a good interview. It's really a good interview. Part 1 dropped today. Part 2 is going to probably drop next week. A couple of things that I took away from the interview. The first thing I took away from the interview was my son was covered until he got his master's. Yeah, it just depends on what the language, and that's why I said it depends on the language. It depends on how it's written. Jocelyn talked about how she met Stevie J and how she got on Love and Hip Hop. She talked about when her and Stevie J first started sleeping together. She talked about, her childhood. She was really hard on her mom. She basically said the only thing her mama did right was to have her, because that she said her mama was a shit ass mama and she was just not a good mama. And she said that's why she's going to be a good mama to Bonnie Bella. She talked about the fact that Carlos King helped her get on Zeus, that she reached out to Carlos King and Carlos King put her in touch with the people over at Zeus, and that's how she was built that relationship. She did talk about the threesomes with Mimi. She did. She said she's not going to go into too much detail, but she did talk about, the threesomes with Mimi and Stevie J. But what I thought was interesting was two things that I thought was interesting. The first thing I thought was interesting was, well, the Carlos King thing I thought was very interesting. Right. She said she's a good mother, but not a perfect person. Child, listen, I'm just telling y'all what she said. Now, after I look at part 2, maybe we'll come down here and I'll do a whole live on it, but I'm just giving y'all the high lows, child, the high lows. So she talked about when she first started Love and Hip Hop, her first paycheck was for $1,500 an episode. She was making $1,500 an episode. She said that was the first time she ever got a paycheck, because up until that point, every job she ever had was a cash business. So that's the first time she ever actually got a paycheck. I thought that was interesting because I was like, She said by the time she left Love and Hip Hop, she was making $50,000 an episode, and that she was the highest paid reality star on TV. Now, again, I don't know if that's true. You don't know if that's true, Jocelyn, because you don't know what everybody else makes. So you don't know what it was. But I thought, and here's where people just be telling lies. You said you didn't have a contract. You said this wasn't a contract negotiation. They just kept giving you more money because they didn't want you to lead a show. Man, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. This was a network show that has a payroll, that has a budget, that has a production schedule. Nobody just looked up every 2 weeks and said, oh, let's go and give Jocelyn another $3,000. Oh, how much did we pay her last week? Oh, go ahead and give her another $7,000. She made it seem like by the end of her first season, she had went from $1,500 an episode to $10,000 an episode. Man, that's not how this works. Now, I understand people get bonuses and, I know that things like that happen. But, ma'am, that's not how any of this works. And for you to say you didn't have a contract, you had a contract. You had a contract. Now, I don't know if you signed it. I don't know if you ever read it. But, ma'am, you had a contract. And here's how I know you knew you had a contract, because you said that when you talked to Carlos, the first thing Carlos asked you was, what's the status of your contract? And you told him you were working things out. So that tells me that you knew you had a contract. Now, let's also get in our time machine and go back. For all of us who were watching Love and Hip Hop back when Jocelyn was on Love and Hip Hop, do y'all remember the day that Jocelyn got fired? I remember the day that Jocelyn got fired or quit, whichever version of the story you want to believe. Y'all remember when her and Stevie J was down to that reunion acting a fool? Y'all remember when her and Stevie J was down to that reunion acting a fool? And they got to fighting and she walked out and wouldn't come back. Remember when she was outside and she told everybody they could kiss her ass? She told Mona to kiss her ass. VH1 could kiss my ass. And she thought they was going to come begging her. Remember? Y'all remember that, right? I remember. Because I remember thinking, what in the hell? It was like a tornado. She blew through there. Her and Stevie J blew through there. And nobody could talk to her. She was so out of control. She was so out of control. And she thought Mona was going to come begging her because she really did think that she was Miss Love and Hip Hop. Right. With no neck Benzino and Althea. Yeah. Yeah, Althea. Yeah. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I said, ma'am, your version of events ain't the same. But neither here nor there. I still don't believe. I would need to see it for myself. I don't believe that you were not on no kind of and then they tried to give you a second chance and put you on Love and Hip Hop Miami, and you was only in 2 episodes. Remember, they built that whole show around her coming back. Well, not the whole show. Everybody, it was Trick Daddy, Trina, and Jocelyn was coming back. Remember? And Jocelyn got into that fight with my girl, the girl that got the pots. Child, y'all know who I'm talking about. I can see her face. I can't think of her name, child. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Prima Donna. Right. She got into that fight with Prima Donna, and we ain't seen her ass since. She bought that pig. Remember she bought that pig up there? Come to find out Prima Donna was pregnant. Child, Prima Donna was pregnant. And then she rolled that damn pig out. We ain't seen Jocelyn down to the VH1 since. Now listen. This is stuff that I'm talking about when people be just, and again, this is another example because somebody said Love and Hip Hop ain't been good since. You right. Oh man. Oh. Uh-oh. I'm out. I got something. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree that Love and Hip Hop really ain't been no good ever since. I don't disagree. But once again, like I tell y'all, every time we have the Nene conversation, everybody is expendable. And sometimes shows, they will sometimes have to cut their nose off despite their face. Sometimes they got to cut their nose off despite their face. Listen, Jocelyn, you absolutely were good TV, but you thought you were bigger than the network. And they, at that point, you were a liability. Yeah, exactly, Bat. You were a liability at that point. The other thing that I thought was interesting is she threw shade at Nene. Now, people want to keep acting like she didn't throw shade at Nene. Y'all just don't want to see what y'all need to see. She definitely threw shade at Nene because she talked about Carlos having people down to his couch crying about how they're not as big as they supposed to be and how the network did them wrong and how they have been blackballed or whatever. Who the hell else she talking about? Who the hell else she talking about? I said, y'all really don't want to see what be in y'all face. Y'all really don't want to see what be in y'all face. All right, let's get through these last two. I got two more stories, y'all. But what we might do is I'll watch part 2, and maybe we can just do a whole video, and I can go through everything in more detail. But it's a pretty, I mean, y'all know Carlos be getting on my nerves, but, you know, it's not a bad conversation. Now, it is Jocelyn, so you might need to take it in doses. Okay, I'm being honest. Yeah, Jocelyn was talking about Nene. Who else was she talking about, Jonathan? Who else was she talking about? All right. Amber say, I want to watch it, but I'll listen to you. Y'all crack me up. Now, we have two stories from the category of fuck around and find out. My first story from the category of fuck around and find out comes from Neiman Marcus. Kenya complained, but Kenya complained about production. Kenya didn't complain about feeling like, you know, that the network, that she's not as big as she should be. Nene was the one talking about she should be on the status of a Kardashian. Kenya was just talking about production, not, you know, editing her correctly and that kind of thing. Nene was the one that sat there and talked about how she's supposed to be as big as the Kardashians' child. Now, I don't know if you guys remember a couple of months ago, the CEO of Neiman Marcus said, and I quote, that he didn't want broke people shopping at their stores. Y'all remember that? Remember when Neiman Marcus said that the CEO of Neiman Marcus said, well, no, Nene also said that she should be bigger than what she is. Nene said it, child. Nene said it. Anyway, there y'all go. I'm not doing it with y'all today. I'm not going to sit here and argue with y'all about Nene. I ain't doing it. We moving on. Y'all remember when the CEO of Neiman Marcus said that? Well, in the fuck around and find out news, the luxury retail chain Neiman Marcus is struggling with low sales and looking for a buyer. The company is in talks to sell itself to competitor Saks Fifth Avenue. I mean, listen. You said you didn't want broke people shopping at your store, so guess what? We didn't. We didn't. But I'm gonna tell you what this broke person will do. This broke person will show up to your fireside sale and get them a couple of good deals. I'm just saying. Okay. Okay. They should have fired him as CEO when he said it. Because here's the thing. What people say behind the scenes in the privacy of the boardroom and what people say publicly is two different things. Let's be clear. That is how they think about poor people. Let's be clear. We know they don't want the poor people walking through their stores. But for you to publicly say it, that wasn't so bright. That wasn't so bright. Okay? In other fuck around and find out news, former Proud Boy leader Enrique Tarrio sentenced to 22 years for the January 6th attack. Now, you guys remember the Proud Boys is a white supremacist group that was very instrumental in the January 6th attacks. Their leader, Enrique Tarrio, was sentenced today to 22 years in prison for his role in the riots. Tarrio was found guilty of seditious conspiracy by a jury in Washington, D.C., alongside three other leaders of the Proud Boys. The others were each sentenced between 15 to 18 years. The Justice Department sought more than 3 decades, characterizing him as the ringleader of violent protesters. He was also ordered to 36 months of probation at the end of his sentence. Tarrio has repeatedly and publicly indicated that he has no regrets about what he helped make happen on January the 6th. I think he need to be there for the rest of his life, but, ain't nobody asked me that. But we'll start with the 22 years, child. We'll start with the 22 years. Maybe he'll do something while he's in jail and get him another, 20 years. I don't know. I hope he's proud. Anyway, y'all. Well, thank y'all for being here. I'm about to pop off of here. I think that we are gonna get a couple of reviews tonight. I think the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City starts tonight. I think. But with that being said, thank you again for the Cash App Cross Country Cruiser. And thank you guys for being here again. Today is Danny's birthday. She is my mod over here. So if you guys want to support her, you can check out her Etsy store. That's you can buy the Really Be merch on the Etsy store, or you can go over to Amazon and you can pick up one of her books. And with that being said, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.